My girlfriend said, "I don't see you as a boyfriend anymore, just a roommate who pays bills." I replied, "Perfect." Then I treated her exactly like a roommate, split rent 50-50, bought separate groceries, and started dating. When she saw me leave for a date 2 weeks later, I, 29 male, should have seen it coming. But you never do when you're in it, right? My girlfriend, 27, and I had been together 3 years, living together for the last 18 months in this decent apartment. Things were good at first. Or I thought they were. The shift happened slow. Date nights became, we should save money. Weekend trips turned into maybe next month. Sex went from a few times a week to maybe twice a month if I was lucky. She started going out with her work friends constantly. Girls' nights that lasted until 2 a.m. Work happy hours that somehow always excluded me. I kept trying, planned romantic dinners, bought her favorite wine, suggested activities we used to love. She'd agree, then cancel. Work then came up. Friend emergency, too tired, headache, always something. Meanwhile, I'm bankrolling our life. Rent was $2,100. I paid $1,500, she paid $600. Utilities, groceries, her car insurance, she'd had an accident and needed help, internet, streaming, all the random stuff. I was dropping about $2,600 monthly on our shared life. She was paying $600. She worked part-time at some marketing startup, made decent money but always claimed to be broke. I didn't question it, figured she had debt or whatever. Then she dropped the bomb. We were on the couch. I'd just suggested trying that new Italian place downtown. She didn't even look up from her phone. "Can't afford it." "I'll pay," I offered. Like always. She put her phone down and gave me this look, like I was a stray dog that wouldn't stop following her. We need to be real about what this is. My stomach dropped. I've been thinking about us, about what we actually are. And honestly, I don't see you as a boyfriend anymore. Silence. Total silence. You're more like a roommate who pays bills. We don't have that spark. We're not romantic. We're just two people sharing space. I just stared at her. "So you want to break up?" I asked. "God, no. Why would we? This setup works. The apartment's nice. We get along fine. I just think we should stop pretending this is something it's not. We're roommates, friends, not a couple." Roommates. Right. Takes all the pressure off. No more relationship expectations and drama and guilt trips. We just coexist. Something clicked in my brain. A weird, cold clarity. She blinked. "Okay?" "Yeah, roommates. Makes sense." She actually smiled, relieved. "See? I knew you'd be cool about it. You're always so understanding." "Yup. Super understanding roommate right here." She went back to her phone, happy as hell. I went to my laptop, spent the evening running numbers. Our rent, utilities, groceries, insurance, everything. Made a spreadsheet, nice and clean. Rent, $1,050 each. Utilities, $100 each. Internet, $50 each. Groceries, $300 each, kept separate. Car insurance, each pays their own. Streaming services, each pays for what they want. Emailed it to her. Subject line, roommate expense agreement. She didn't check her email that night, too busy texting someone. Next morning I'm making coffee. Her phone dings. She opens the email mid-cereal. Watched her face change. Confusion, annoyance, anger. What the hell is this? Roommate expenses, split evenly, standard roommate arrangement. You're seriously making me pay half of everything? Well, yeah, roommate split costs 50-50. That's how it works. But you make way more than me. Lots of roommates have income differences. Still split things equally. That's the whole point of roommates. Her face was getting red. This is ridiculous. You know I can't afford this. Then we should find a cheaper place, where you could work full-time. Roommate solutions. You're being a jerk. I'm being a roommate. You're the one who wanted to redefine our relationship. She slammed her bowl down and stormed to her room. I finished my coffee, went to the store, bought only my groceries, ordered a mini fridge online, set it up in my room. My food went in there, left the main fridge empty. When she got home that night, she opened the fridge, stared at the empty shelves. "Where's the food?" "My food's in my room." Roommates keep groceries separate unless there's an agreement. We don't have one. This is insane. This is roommates. She tried changing tactics, softened her voice, touched my arm. "Baby, come on, don't be like this." "Don't call me baby. We're not dating. You made that clear." "I didn't mean everything had to change." "But it did change. You changed it. I'm just respecting your decision." Over the next week, she tried everything to get me to go back to the old arrangement. Tears, anger, guilt trips, bargaining. I held firm. Then she noticed her car insurance lapsed. What happened to my insurance? I stopped paying it. Roommates don't pay each other's car insurance. How am I supposed to get to work? Bus, Uber, roommate problem. She had to pay for her own insurance. Combined with the new rent split and utilities, she was suddenly broke. Started eating ramen. Complained constantly. Not my problem. We're roommates. But here's where it got interesting. I downloaded a dating app, made a profile, matched with someone within days. We clicked, set up a coffee date. The night I got ready for the date, I was in my room. Nice jeans, good shirt, cologne. She knocked on my door. Why are you dressed up? Going out. Where? Date. Her face did this incredible thing, like her brain short-circuited. Date? What do you mean date? Meeting someone. Coffee, maybe dinner. A date. With who? Someone from a dating app. You're on dating apps? Yeah, single people use dating apps. You're not single, we live together. As roommates, you were very clear about that. Roommates can date whoever they want. That's not what I meant. Then what did you mean? She just stood there, mouth opening and closing. Gotta go, don't wait up, roomie. The date was great, we talked for hours. She was funny, had her life together, worked in finance. We made plans for a second date. Got home around midnight. My roommate was sitting on the couch in the dark. We need to talk. It's late, you can't date other people. I'm single. Single people date. You live with me. Yeah, as roommates. Roommates date, that's normal. This is messed up. This is what you wanted, a roommate, nothing more. I went to my room and locked the door. Update 1. After that first date, things went sideways fast. My roommate started leaving her stuff everywhere. Clothes on the couch, dishes piled in the sink, hair all over the bathroom. When I'd move her stuff, she'd explode. Stop touching my things. They're in common areas. Roommates respect shared spaces. Oh my God, stop saying roommates. She also started having her friends over constantly. Loud conversations, drinking. Taking over the living room. One night, they were still going at midnight on a Tuesday. I had work the next morning. Can you guys keep it down? Her friend, the one who always hated me, laughed. You're really going to tell her what to do in her own place? Our place. That we both pay for equally. And I'm asking for basic roommate courtesy. You're such an ass, my roommate said. This is exactly why we don't work. We don't work because you said we're roommates, and roommates don't get to throw weeknight parties without checking first. It's not even that loud. It was midnight on a Tuesday, and they were playing music. I pulled out my phone. What are you doing? Emailing the landlord about the noise. You wouldn't. I started typing. Her friend suddenly got quiet. You're actually going to get us in trouble? She asked. I'm documenting a pattern of lease violations. That's what you do with problem roommates. Her friends left pretty fast after that. She screamed at me for an hour. I went to bed. A few days later, she changed tactics, started being super nice, made dinner and offered me some, suggested watching our old favorite show, wore that blue dress she knew I liked. What are you doing? I asked. Being friendly. Roommates can be friendly, right? Roommates also don't manipulate each other. I'm not. I miss when we had fun together. You said we had no spark, that I was just someone who paid bills. I was confused. I didn't mean it. Which part? All of it. I miss having a boyfriend. You don't have a boyfriend? You have a roommate? By choice. I made a mistake. Cool. Live with it. Her face crumpled, but I walked away. My second date went even better. Dinner at a sushi place. She insisted on splitting the check. When I tried to pay, she said, nope, I pay my own way. Wild concept. When I got home, my roommate was waiting with her mom. Oh hell. We need to talk, her mom said in that mom lecture voice. About how you're treating my daughter. I'm treating her like a roommate, which is what she asked for. Don't be smart, you're punishing her for being honest. No. I'm respecting her honesty. She said we're not a couple. So we're not. She didn't mean you should start seeing other women. What did she mean? Her mom looked at my roommate. My roommate looked at the floor. She needed space, breathing room, not for you to completely change everything. She said, exact words, I don't see you as a boyfriend anymore. You're more like a roommate who pays bills. How else should I interpret that? You're being deliberately difficult. I'm being clear about boundaries. She set them. I'm respecting them. By dating while living with her? Yes. Single people date. She made me single. Her mom's face got pinched. You need to stop this and work on your relationship. There is no relationship. We're roommates. Stop saying that word. Why? It's accurate. This went on for another 30 minutes. Threats, guilt trips, manipulation attempts. I stayed calm and factual. Roommates. She wanted it. I gave it to her. Finally, they left. Her mom called me heartless on the way out. After she left, my roommate tried again. Can we really talk, please? About what? Fixing us. There's no us. There's two people sharing an apartment. How can you be so cold? I'm not cold. I'm a roommate. Roommates don't get emotionally invested. She started crying. Real tears this time, not the fake ones. I didn't want this. You literally asked for this. I didn't want you to hate me. I don't hate you. Hate requires caring. I'm neutral, like you'd be about any roommate. Please just give us another chance. There's no us to give a chance to. She cried harder. I went to my room. Felt a tiny bit bad. Then I remembered her telling her friends I was so easy because I never made waves. How she rolled her eyes when I suggested date nights. How she never canceled on her work friends but always canceled on me. Felt less bad. Update 2. Things escalated after her mom's visit. My roommate went from sad to vindictive. Started accidentally unplugging my phone at night, forgetting to give me packages, using all the hot water. Petty nonsense. I documented everything. Time, date, what happened. Built a file. Then she made a big mistake. Went to the landlord. Got an email asking me to come by the office. The building manager looked uncomfortable. Your roommate came by, said there's issues. What issues? She claims you're harassing her, making her uncomfortable, bringing women over. Women? One woman. Once. We watched a movie for 2 hours. Is that against the lease? No, but did she mention we're just roommates, that we split rent equally, that we're not in a relationship? The manager shuffled papers. She said you were together. Were. Past tense. She ended it, told me I was just a roommate who paid bills, so I started acting like a roommate. Now she's mad. That's complicated. Not really. We're both on the lease. We both pay on time. Any actual violations? No. Then what's the problem? He sighed. She seemed really upset, said you're making her feel unsafe. Unsafe how? Have I threatened her, yelled, touched her? She didn't specify. Because I haven't. I've been completely civil. If she feels unsafe because I'm dating, that's her issue. He agreed to drop it but told me to keep the peace. When I got home, she was waiting. You talked to the landlord? Yup. And I'm not violating anything, but you filing false complaints could get you in trouble. I wasn't lying. You said I'm harassing you. I'm not. I'm just existing. Big difference. You're flaunting your dates. I'm living my life. I hate you. Okay. The simplicity broke something in her. She grabbed a picture frame off the shelf and threw it at the wall. Glass everywhere. Feel better? Screw you. She slammed into her room. I took pictures of the damage. Sent them to the landlord. Property damage. Actual lease violation. She got a written warning. This set her off completely. Her friends started showing up to confront me, cornering me in the apartment, lecturing about what a terrible person I was. You're destroying her, one said. She destroyed the relationship. I'm just living with it. You could fix this. Fix what? She doesn't want to be my girlfriend. She made a mistake. People make mistakes. And people deal with consequences. They couldn't wrap their heads around it. Kept trying to convince me I was being unreasonable. I just stayed factual. She said roommates. I agreed. Done. But then I found out the real story. My new girlfriend, yeah, we were official by then, worked in the same industry. Small world. She mentioned this guy at a startup downtown. Described him. I knew him. My roommate's work friend she'd been spending all that time with. Oh, him, my girlfriend said. Total player. Goes through girls constantly. Interesting. Did some digging, found his social media, public profile, and there was my roommate. Multiple photos over months. At bars, parties, always with him. Tagged work crew and good times, but the body language was obvious. She'd been lining up her next thing. The whole roommate speech was to give her freedom to pursue him while keeping me as the safety net. Financial support. Emotional backup. She thought she could test drive him while I waited in the wings paying bills. Except he didn't want a relationship. Just casual. She gambled she could juggle both of us and lost. The karma was beautiful. I didn't confront her about it, just kept living my life. My girlfriend came over more often. My roommate would glare. My girlfriend would wave cheerfully. "Hi, you must be the roommate." My roommate looked murderous. One morning, my girlfriend stayed over. We fell asleep watching something, made breakfast together. Pancakes. My roommate came out and saw us laughing in the kitchen. She went pale. "Are you serious right now?" "Morning," I said. "Want pancakes? You're sleeping with her? Here?" "I'm in a relationship. This is my home. I can have my girlfriend over." "I can't believe you." My girlfriend just smiled. "These pancakes are amazing. You should try them." My roommate grabbed her bag and left. Slammed the door so hard a picture fell. "She seems fun," my girlfriend said. "She's adjusting poorly to consequences." That's not how breakups work. Someone should tell her. Found out later she spent the morning crying to friends. They posted vague things about toxic men and manipulation. Didn't name me, but it was obvious. I ignored it. Just lived my life. Final month of our lease was coming up. I'd been apartment hunting. Found a nice one-bedroom. Perfect for me. Signed the lease. Didn't tell her. She started talking about renewing like it was automatic. "We should tell the landlord we're staying," she said one night. "You should definitely do that." "We should. Together." "I'm not renewing." She froze. "What? Moving out. Got my own place." "You can't just leave." "Lease is ending. I'm not renewing. That's how it works." "What am I supposed to do? Find a roommate, get a cheaper place, move home, standard options." "I can't afford this alone." "Probably shouldn't have pushed away the person helping you afford it then." "This is crazy. You're leaving me homeless." "You're not going to be homeless. You're going to figure out your housing like an adult." She tried everything, crying, yelling, begging, even tried seduction again, which was pathetic. Wore that blue dress. "We could make it work. If you stay, we could really try." "No." "Why not?" "Because you don't want me. You want my money. You want convenience, but you don't actually want me." "That's not true." "It is. You wanted to keep your options open, explore other guys, have a safety net, but it backfired. That guy didn't want you. Now you're stuck with nothing." "I don't know what." "Yeah, you do." She couldn't look at me. Last few weeks were tense. She tried getting her dad involved. "You're abandoning her?" he yelled through the phone. "The lease ends. I'm moving. That's not abandonment. She can't afford it alone." "Then she should find a roommate. After everything she's done for you." "Like what? What has she done?" Silence. "I paid most expenses, did most housework, planned everything. What did she contribute besides existing?" More silence. "Right? Your daughter made her choice. She gets to live with it." Hung up. Moving day arrived. Movers came early, packed everything, my furniture, my stuff, everything. My roommate watched from her doorway. The place looked empty without my things. Turned out most of the furniture was mine. "You're really doing this?" "Yup, you're ruining my life." "Nope, you ruined it. I'm just not fixing it anymore." "I'll never forgive you." "Don't need your forgiveness." The movers finished. I did a final check, took pictures for the deposit. She was crying on the couch. "Don't go, please." "Bye, roommate." Walked out. Got in my car, drove to my new place. My girlfriend helped me unpack. We ordered Thai food, christened the apartment. It was a good day. Found out later what happened. She couldn't afford the place, broke the lease, lost her deposit, moved back with her parents, had to sell her car because she couldn't make payments without me covering insurance. The work guy ghosted her completely once she was broke and living at home. Her friends slowly disappeared. Turns out constant complaining about your ex gets old, especially when people realize you caused it. Last I heard, she's working retail full-time, living in her childhood bedroom, just enough money for bills, no social life, just consequences. Me? My girlfriend moved in after a few months. We split everything 50-50. Both contribute equally, actually communicate, respect each other, act like partners. It's wild how relationships work when both people try. I don't feel bad. She made a calculated choice to demote me to roommate who pays bills, while she explored other options. She gambled I'd stick around as her safety net. She lost. If you tell someone they're just a roommate, don't be shocked when they treat you like one. And definitely don't be shocked when they move out. I sleep great in my new place, in my bed, next to someone who actually wants to be with me. Best decision I made was taking her at her word. Turns out the best revenge is just letting people live with their own choices.